There is a good chance you have a small brown bottle sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, one that cost you less than $2 at the drugstore. You probably grabbed it to clean a scrape or a cut, used it once and forgot about it. But here is the thing, that humble little bottle is one of the most underrated tools in your entire house. Most people use hydrogen peroxide for exactly one thing, when it can actually do the work of a dozen expensive products you are buying right now. So before you let that bottle collect any more dust, let us talk about 9 things hydrogen peroxide can do that most people have absolutely no idea about. And quick note before we dive in, all of these tips use standard 3% hydrogen peroxide, the kind you can grab at any pharmacy or grocery store for under $2. Do not go messing around with the stronger concentrations. Those are for industrial use and can be genuinely dangerous. Number 1. Whiten your laundry without wrecking it. If you have ever reached for bleach to brighten up a dingy load of whites, you already know the risk. One wrong pour, and your favorite shirt has a spot that will never come back. Hydrogen peroxide gives you the brightening power without the destruction. Simply add 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide directly to your washing machine, along with your regular detergent when doing a load of whites. It breaks down the compounds that cause yellowing and dullness, and it deodorizes the clothes at the same time. You can also pour it directly onto individual stains before washing. Just be sure to do a quick color-fast test before you apply it to anything that is not white, because it does have bleaching properties. Number 2. Erase stubborn sweat and blood stains. Here's one that'll save your clothes on a regular basis. Sweat stains, especially those yellowish underarm marks, are notoriously difficult to get out. And blood stains? Most people assume they are permanent once they set in. For sweat stains, mix 1 part dish soap with 2 parts hydrogen peroxide and apply it directly to the stain. Let it sit for about an hour, then wash in cold water as usual. For fresh blood stains, apply 3% hydrogen peroxide directly to the fabric. Let it bubble for a few minutes, rinse with cold water, and then launder as normal. The key word there is fresh. The sooner you treat a blood stain, the better it works. Number 3. Safely clear ear wax blockage at home. This one genuinely has the potential to save you a trip to the doctor and a significant amount of discomfort. Earwax buildup is one of the most common causes of hearing loss, ear pain, and that maddening sensation of your ear feeling full and clogged. Millions of Americans deal with it every year. The solution, according to medical guidance from institutions like the Mayo Clinic, is surprisingly simple. A few drops of 3% hydrogen peroxide. Using a clean eyedropper, tilt your head sideways and place just a few drops of 3% hydrogen peroxide into the affected ear. You will feel and hear it bubble as the peroxide softens and loosens the wax. Leave it for a minute or two, then tilt your head the other way and let it drain onto a clean cloth. After a day or 2 of doing this, you can gently rinse the ear with warm water using a rubber bulb syringe, then tilt until fully drained and towel dry the outer ear. If the blockage does not clear or you are experiencing significant pain, call your doctor. For everyday buildup, this simple trick works remarkably well, and it costs almost nothing. Number 4. Destroy mold and mildew in your bathroom. Bleach is the traditional go-to for bathroom mold, but breathing those fumes in a small enclosed space is genuinely rough on your lungs. Not exactly what you want to deal with on a Saturday morning. Hydrogen peroxide is a powerful antifungal and kills mold just as effectively without the toxic cloud. Spray undiluted 3% hydrogen peroxide directly onto the moldy surface, tile grout, shower walls, wherever it is showing up, and let it sit for about 30 minutes. Then scrub and rinse. The peroxide will kill the mold. You may still need to scrub away the staining it left behind, but the source of the problem will be gone. This also works on mold that shows up inside your dishwasher or around your sink. It is a safer, cheaper option that most households already have on hand. Number 5. Give your garden plants a real boost. This one surprises most people. Hydrogen peroxide can actually improve plant health, and the science behind it makes total sense. H2O2 is essentially water with an extra oxygen atom. When it breaks down in the soil, it releases that oxygen directly to the root system. That extra oxygen helps roots absorb nutrients more efficiently, and it also combats fungal infections and root rot that silently kill houseplants and garden vegetables. For mature plants, mix 1 tablespoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide with 1 cup of water and use it to soak the soil after it has completely dried out. For plants that are already showing signs of fungal disease, increase that to 1 tablespoon per cup of water and spray the foliage directly. Let the soil dry out completely between applications. Never overdo it. More is not better here. Number 6. Disinfect your cutting board properly. Your kitchen cutting board, especially a wooden one, is one of the most bacteria-dense surfaces in your entire house. Small cuts in the wood trap bacteria from raw meat, and regular soap and water do not fully get in there. Here is a 2-step approach that actually works. First, wipe the entire cutting board down with white vinegar and let it sit for 5 minutes. Then pour enough 3% hydrogen peroxide over the whole surface to cover it, spreading it evenly with a paper towel or a clean sponge. Let that sit for another 5 to 10 minutes, then rinse off. The combination of vinegar followed by hydrogen peroxide creates a highly effective sanitizing action on the surface. Do not mix them together in advance. That actually reduces their effectiveness. Apply them separately, one after the other. Number 7. Whiten your teeth without an expensive kit. Hydrogen peroxide is the active ingredient in most commercial teeth whitening products, the ones sold in kits at the drugstore and the ones your dentist offers in the office. You can get much of the same benefit with the bottle you already have. Mix equal parts 3% hydrogen peroxide and water. Swish the mixture around in your mouth for about 1 minute and spit it out. Never swallow it. This diluted rinse helps lift surface stains and it kills the bacteria responsible for bad breath at the same time. Used a few times a week, it will noticeably brighten your teeth over time. If you have sensitive teeth or gum issues, it is worth checking with your dentist first before making this part of your regular routine. Number 8. Keep your fruits and vegetables fresh longer. Here's one that can actually save you money at the grocery store week after week. Bacteria is one of the main reasons produce turns brown and mushy in your fridge faster than it should. A hydrogen peroxide bath can help slow that process considerably. Add a 1/4 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide to a large bowl or a clean sink full of cold water. Soak your fruits and vegetables in the solution, then rinse them thoroughly and allow them to dry completely before returning them to the fridge. This removes surface bacteria and pesticide residue and helps keep produce firmer and fresher for longer. You can also spritz salad greens lightly with a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution before putting them back in the crisper drawer. It helps prevent that wilted, soggy texture. Number 9. Treat nail fungus at home. Nail fungus is far more common than people like to admit. It affects roughly 10% of the population, and it tends to get worse the longer it is left untreated. Prescription treatments can be expensive, and over-the-counter options are not always effective. Hydrogen peroxide is antifungal by nature, and soaking your feet in a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution is a well-known home remedy for fighting it. Mix equal parts 3% hydrogen peroxide and water in a basin, and soak your affected nails for about 30 minutes each day. Consistency is key. This will not produce overnight results, but regular use over several weeks can make a real difference in the appearance and health of affected nails. So there you have it. 9 genuine uses for a product you can buy for less than the cost of a cup of coffee. 1 bottle, endless applications, and most of it probably sitting unused in your cabinet right now. This channel is all about sharing useful, common-sense tips that help you stop wasting things and stretch your money further. We post many more ideas like this, so if you find these videos helpful, subscribe and stay up to date. Your wallet will thank you.